Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat, and I'm here for you, man. I am here for you 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to talk to you about what's going on and what's making you think and what are you thinking about. Because that's what it's all about. What are you thinking about? That's how you create your life. And if you want some more insights, some more ideas from my podcast, you could say, Alexa, play Be Positive, Stay Positive, and you'll get the latest episode of the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. But if you got something to add to the show, you got a beef, you got a problem, you got something that you want to get a different perspective on, go to bepositivepodcast.com/yourstory and tell me all about it. I'll discuss it on an upcoming podcast, and I'll give you a shout out on the air. I don't have any today. Well, maybe I do. I think I do. I don't know how to say his name. It's Gatan Thabodu. Man, from New Brunswick, Canada, listening on Spotify. Hey, Gatan, I'm not going to say your last name again. I probably butchered it. Thanks for listening on Spotify. I appreciate it. And Gatan, this podcast is from your letter. And the name of today's show is My Negative Thoughts Destroyed My Relationship. Man, oh man, they can do that too. They can tear you up. If you don't control your negative thoughts, it can just really mess up your life, mess up your thoughts, and it's not a laughing matter at all. Hold on one second here. I am actually streaming live at the same time I'm doing this, just for the heck of it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, I'm going to read this letter real quick, and then I'm going to talk about it. It's Gatan says, I made my wife leave me because I was being negative. I was inventing stuff in my head, watching her, not trusting her because I didn't. He wanted to keep her. He was keeping her in a cage. I was supportive and providing all of her needs, things like taking care of her, but I was not listening. He was being more controlling. I'm going to paraphrase this because it's kind of a long letter. She's telling him all the time that he pushed her away. He didn't let go of the past and was putting her in the same boat as the past. That's not good. He says, I love her so much and I hate myself for being that person. I'm sincere, and I've been listening to your show and been begging her to give him a new chance. Well, you got to change yourself, and don't try to beg someone to come to your aid. You need to take care of yourself. And the bottom line is, she selected you, and your negative thoughts are destroying your relationship. So how do you approach that? What do you do to keep your relationship? First of all, if you have to be positive and loving and trusting and all that good stuff, and if you're not that, then the relationship just, it won't work. But the fact that you know that your negative thoughts have destroyed it and you can't control them, you have to actually find out what you're being negative about and approach each situation individually. So if you say that you think she's going to leave you, you're worried about the outside. You need to think about why would she feel that way, and you're being negative. So when you have a negative thought, you have to approach it. Say you think, okay, she's going to go out tonight and she's going to cheat on me or something. But why would you think that if she's never done that, never given you a reason? That's your own insecurities, your own thinking that you're not worthy of this person, which that's a whole nother story. But you have to be proud and confident and trustworthy of yourself. You have to have your own self-esteem in check, which means trusting yourself and knowing who you are and not worrying about the outside world. If you are content with yourself and you're happy with the person that you are and you're honest and you're positive and you're all doing good stuff and not worrying about what other people think, then your life will change because you are going to be a good person to be around. You're going to be enjoyable to be around, and people will want to be around you. So that's part of it, of keeping your relationship together. You're going to have to change your personal reality by changing your personality. Don't be jealous. Don't be envious of what other people have, and don't think that the grass is always greener on the other side, because it really isn't. It's not. But you say you hate yourself so much for being that person. So change that person. You're the only person that can change who you are. And I'm telling you, once you start changing and acting differently, it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. You're not going to like it. You're going to feel like your body's going to want to go back to the old behavior. You're going to say, oh, I don't trust her. and she deserves better than me. And you need to fight those thoughts and change it, saying, I'm confident. I know I'm a good person. I'm doing the right thing. I trust her because I trust myself. And I'm going to build on this relationship. I'm going to be compassionate. I'm going to listen. And I'm going to talk to her. And I'm going to understand what she wants out of a relationship and hope that I have what it is to offer. I have that to offer. And all you can offer is what you have, is who you are. You can't be someone you're not, of course. But like you say, she selected you. So I don't know how that works. She selected me. You guys selected each other, actually. There's no, it's not like going shopping for a man. But how do you get you're asking later in the letter, I'm asking how I can get those demons out of my head and be more in control. First of all, they're not demons. They're thoughts. They're thoughts. All it is thoughts in your mind. And the more you think about it, the more it becomes real to you. And then they become demons. And it's an item. It's a solid object in your mind. It's a person. It's a spirit. It's something evil. It's none of that. It's your thoughts. Now, that's mind-blowing when you really think about it, because it is just your thoughts creating this thing that you're calling a demon. They're creating this negative energy, and you actually have control of it. If you are aware, the first step is becoming aware that you're having these negative thoughts. And from the sounds of the letter, it sounds like you are becoming aware, which is good. So now every time you have the thought, think about it. Is it an actual demon? Is it something else? What is telling you to do that? Nothing. That what is telling you and what you're hearing is your own mind. It's mind-blowing. It literally is your own mind creating this scenario and actually telling you what to do, because that's what you're used to. And as soon as you realize that, then you say, let me tell myself something different. Let me tell myself that I trust her and my relationship is good and I'm a confident man. Oh, what was that noise? It's not a demon in your head. It's your own thoughts. And you can, what do you say here? I've asked for a marriage counselor and I'm private for myself. Okay, well, that's good. You're going to counseling. You're talking it out, understanding it. So it sounds like from this letter, you're on the right track to getting control of those negative thoughts. Now, like I said earlier, you have to understand them and become aware of the thought as it's happening, and then stop and say, does this thought benefit me in any way? Is this going to make my life better? Am I going to be happier? Is this who I really am? Is this who I want to be? And once you start thinking like that, when this negative thought pops up, the negative thought is going to lose all its steam. It's going to lose all its power. And you're going to be able to be a happy person. And it'll get to be a habit. At first, it's going to be uncomfortable. Trust me, it's going to be uncomfortable. But the live stream just died there. But it's going to be very uncomfortable. So you just have to continue on into that river of change, and it will get better. Trust me, it will. And you have to practice it. You have to practice. So that's what I have to say to you. You are on the right track, Gatan, in Canada up there, probably freezing your butt off in the snow. But don't let your negative thoughts control you, period. Don't let them destroy your relationship. Don't let them build you up. Don't